Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I believe we're live now, and hopefully it didn't pick up enough of my Jeopardy noises to get our Twitch banned or anything. But welcome to the next installment of Abandoned and Alone, a Mythosbusters production. My name is Ian, and I'm joined once again by Sean. Hi, Sean.
Hi, I'm the traitor to the title of the segment. Like, because have we determined? Have you ever actually done one of these alone?
Yeah,
Like,
there was one, but it was only accidentally abandoned and alone because you were supposed to join me, and then there were technical difficulties.
oh God, that's right. Okay, yep.
Yeah, so there's
You were
one.
actually abandoned there.
Yep.
See, you hit both of the descriptors. We're good.
You could just be a voice in my head, so maybe I am truly abandoned and alone.
It's
Don't
entirely
know.
possible.
So it's been a bit of a break since the last installment, mostly for work and life reasons. Just been extremely busy, but thankfully I can get back on track now. I wasn't intentionally procrastinating today's scenario because I am excessively nervous about it. Although I am excessively nervous about it because this may be the end of Father Mateo's Carcosa run, and I may have to put out another patron poll or Twitter poll or something to pick a new investigator soon, depending on how today goes. What does your solo success rate at Unspeakable Oath look like, Sean? Because, well, I know you play mostly two-handed, but...
I think I've played all of 2 campaigns through Carcosa solo, and I'm fairly certain I'm 0% at Oath. So
Awesome.
sorry to take that little glimmer of hope from you, but I'm also a bad solo player, so
Sure. I've done okay, depending on investigator. Like, York was my blind run, and he failed spectacularly. Uh, but some of my other runs, basically anyone who can take elusive has been okay for obvious reasons because of the big map and they can escape. And those who can't has been touch and go. I did manage to get Roland out, but it was like a last turn type thing.
sure. Yeah, I feel like this scenario really necessitates some kind of slip away quick movement trick.
Yep.
Whether you're throwing shortcuts down at the hubs or you're elusiving, or I hope you have packed at least one astral travel, Ian.
Yep. I have two astral travels, in fact,
Yes.
purposefully for Unspeakable Oath and no other reason. Likely I'll be taking probably one copy out with whatever I upgrade for next scenario. But yeah, I
That
was
is a proactive decision.
definitely had this scenario in mind and gonna try to draw it if everything goes well. So, with that being said, famous last words in Arkham. And so far, some of these runs have been pretty crazy, even by Arkham standards. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, let's switch over to the stream, the actual Octagon play. So I have everything set up except for doing my mulligans. I have not taken care of that yet. And looking at my hand, I get a couple Spirit Athames, Drawn to the Flame, a Ward, Unexpected Courage. I was kind of pre-gaming and thinking about this in my head over the past couple days, but that if I got Spirit Athame early, I might actually mulligan it away, just with the thought that Straight Jacket is probably going to take it away anyway. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
I think that's probably a good instinct. I would say that the enemies aren't. I mean, they still are threatening, but they're not as threatening in the beginning of this scenario, at least. So I feel like if you're playing for pace, which you should be,
Mm-hmm.
I would prioritize clue acquisition, honestly, in my opening hand.
Yeah. I would really like to see a Shriveling instead, or my Song of the Dead, so that I wouldn't. It'd be an
Yeah.
attacking option that doesn't, or miss even. So I think I'm gonna try that. I don't know how well he would fight even at 4 fight. I don't know. I may live to regret this, but just based on how my encounter draw luck is, I feel like I'm gonna draw a Street Jacket early, which I could cancel with Word of Protection. So
That's true.
but I feel like there are other cards I want to see more. I really want to see my Crystal Elder Sign or some spells.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Athame is like you throw that down after your spells.
So
And it has a fight ability that you can use.
So I kind of want to keep my Drawn to the Flame. Maybe the Unexpected Courage for an early test. What do you think about Ward?
Well, aside from Straitjacket, which we are now just planning on taking on the chin, what are the other treacheries that would worry you? Is Corrosion in this one?
But
No,
if
you don't
I'm,
really have any items that you care about right now.
If I'm also going, well, I think Corrosion is in here. Maybe it's not, but I remember this one being a double whammy. But maybe I'm misremembering. But either way, I'm not going item heavy purposefully. So yeah, I'm kind of tempted to like Ward is great, but it's almost a card I like seeing later in a game. You know,
Agree.
So I think I'm gonna mulligan these 3 and keep Drawn and Unexpected Courage.
I mean, honestly, I think if you're trying to get setup assets, if it were me, I would chuck the Unexpected Courage too. And just go aggro on the mulligan.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. There's some cards I really want to see, so let's go for that. Let's draw 4.
Dig hard, baby.
Nope.
No other way to do it when you're playing purple.
One, there's a miss. That could be useful.
Perfect. There's your enemy management right there.
Get those weaknesses out of the way. Enraptured, Fearless, David, okay. I wanted to see Alyssa more, but I'll take David. And shuffle that away. And then we can
sadly, you're probably not going to play David till next turn anyway.
Yeah. I can start at either Western or Eastern. I guess I should say my general play strategy is going to be going to the garden first, so that I have a nice astral travel teleporting spot later in the game, and to get one of those like escape prerequisites done early. So I guess
also you have the yard and the garden transposed.
I do. You're right. That would be a strangely constructed asylum, which in Arkham, maybe not totally out of. So with that in mind, I'm gonna have to start at the western wing so that I can make it to the yard. So we'll flip that over. Hopefully, there's a clue there. There's not. Not surprising. After you defeat an enemy, draw a card. Whatever. Okay, let's get this thing started. I should mention in my bag I have 2 cultists based on last results, which is minus X. X is the amount of horror on you. And we also added the -3, which is just unavoidable in standard.
Did you score Constance?
I did not get Constance. Yeah, I interviewed Haruko and Sebastian, so I do not get the Courage asset, I think it's called.
Yeah.
That soaks some horror.
I always forget that. That's why I made a point to ask. I couldn't remember.
I appreciate any and all reminders that you are willing to give me during these streams, because forgetfulness is a thing. I think I'm going to start just moving to the yard, as I mentioned. That has 1 clue on there. Maybe getting a miss out early, just to make sure nothing crazy happens to me. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of my intellect boosting tools out, either the Crystalline Elder Sign or Alyssa. So,
well, you can check that Enraptured.
Yeah, the good news is this is only a 1 shroud right now because I have no horror. That's the other reason I like going to the yard early, because it's super, super kind. So, yeah, that's kind of a play strategy thing. With something like Enraptured, do you generally prefer to chuck it on a test you know you're going to pass, or do you like saving the icon for when you think you're going to need a little boost, a little pick-me-up later?
I think it depends on how badly I need the charge. And if I don't need it that badly, then I'd just consider this as a 1 icon card with a potential bonus.
I'm kind of tempted to just do this one naked, 3-1, as is Father Mateo's want.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you're at 3. It's not a bad place to be.
It's up by 2, so we'll do that. That is a big fat -0 because I have no. Oh, actually, I do have 1 horror. I take that back. I totally forgot about that. So this is actually because I have mental trauma from curtain call.
Curtain call?
Yeah. So this is actually 3-2. That might have changed what I committed, but I already did it. And that's a -1 anyway. So I actually passed by accident. So that's one clue. That's one turn down. Next turn.
Whew. So far, so good.
Another miss. Not quite.
Draw your encounter card, Will.
Yeah, about that. Let's see. Okay. A not so hidden card because we're on stream. Cannot move. This one really sucks for Oath, actually.
Yes, it does.
I might be tempted to get that out of the way early before my board state gets crazy. It's gonna eat up some time, but that one is not good.
Magnificent asks who it is on the enraptured art. I'm gonna say Rex.
Don't ask me why. It looks like Rex. It does.
He can take it for what it's worth. Like, that's a card he can take.
And there are a few Seeker stuff that has secrets on it. There's the Seeker spell that has charges, yeah? Am I remembering right?
Yeah.
The one that lowers
Arcane
the
Insight.
Yeah. And then does the... Yeah. I was trying to think of the manuscripts that came out in the last pack, if that has charges or secrets.
The Natonic manuscripts are secrets.
Okay. Yeah, so... Yeah, seems like a valid Rex card. I mean, it'd be rough giving up that splash spot, but it's possible. Those Dunwich splash plots are...
It's not the worst thing you could put in
there. Let's see. Do I just get out Renfield to get the resource and then spend the rest of my turn getting rid of this thing? It kind of sucks just standing in place, but...
yeah, that would be my move.
You're
standing in place so that you can actually move later.
I've played this Carcosa enough to know that putting off some of these hidden card effects till later comes back to bite you.
Yeah, dude, there are whispers that you just have to answer.
Yeah. So since it is the witching hour, we're going to advance anyway. We'll go ahead and use his ability with no consequences. That's how I like living my life. Okay, not really. So that's one extra resource and then a double action to get rid of this thing. And that's it. Drop.
Alright.
Okay. So we got the Class Black Onyx. Still not seeing any of my key cards yet. Shuffle the discard pile on each of the lunatic enemies. I just have to remember which of these piles the lunatics are in. That would be monsters.
That's the struggle I have in real life, too.
So we'll move those there. Shuffle and discard pile as well. What else we have? The lead investigator must randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monsters. Place it beneath the act deck. Okay. So we'll go to our monster pile. Pick one at random. And put it beneath that. Okay.
It's the Beast of Aldebaran, I'm just going to call it.
Yeah, it's one of those cards that always manages to make its way. It's the ant to the top. It's the anti-jazz.
Is he the one that has ridiculous evade? Is he a 5?
The Beast is, yeah, a super high one.
Okay.
I believe it's 5. Test Will 4. If you fail, take 2 horror and search your deck for Madness weakness. I'm trying to remember what my basic weakness is now. It's been a while since I've played.
So the first thing you want to do is, well, technically Renfield doesn't have Doom on him right now, but you can trigger him in this window to get an extra willpower.
Yeah, you are 100% correct. So I will do that. I did not take the Doom off last time, which I should have, so we'll just pretend I take it off, put it back on. Get a resource.
I saw nothing.
My weakness is not a madness, it's internal injury. So actually, if this goes off, it's not grabbing anything.
It is going to make your cultist far worse.
Yep, it's gonna make it way worse. I do want to pass this, so I might check the fearless into it. Scratch that. I am going to check the fearless into that. No might about it. That'll make me 6-4 here, which I think is about the best I want to do here. I don't really want to check my John to the Flame.
Understandable.
So let's go 6-4. Nice. And I heal my mental trauma. So that was a nice swing there where my cultists are nice and -0 now.
Yep. Tempo, baby!
Go ahead and save my game because I'm paranoid. Okay, I think it's just a game of moving now. Let's move back here. And then we're going to move over to... Oh boy, we're going to go to the Eastern Patient Wing now. I need 3 clues total. I know Infirmary has one. Is it just one of the Eastern Patient Wings that has a clue? If I'm remembering right? Or do both of them?
I want to say both of them do, but I'm not confident on that.
I'm just gonna.
I mean, your odds are still good, right?
Sure. The upside or downside is if there's not, I'm gonna have to get one from here and then go back to mess hall. But whatever. Live your life, Mateo. No clues there. Oof. Okay. I'm just gonna keep moving to Infirmary. This is not a scenario.
You're committed now.
This is not a scenario where you can get cute and try to really dig for your stuff. You kind of need to keep on the move.
Mm-hmm.
So there it is. That's one clue there with a victory point. Cannot get it yet. I have to wait till next turn, which we will do now. Oh, there's the Crystalline Elder sign. That's what I like to see. Just in time. So we're at 2 Doom with Renfield, and we draw Ooze in Filth. Okay. That's fine. There are worse encounter cards in the world. I'll get my Renfield resource. Just one. I don't want to play with Doom too much since I don't have a good way to kill him. And I will pay a total of 4 for the Elder Sign because of this stupid clasp. I could play it out to reduce the cost of later stuff, but I'm kind of flush with Renfield resources right now, and I'm kind of worried about time as ever. So I'm just going to pay the straight 4.
Seems legit.
We're going to seal the +1 as usual. Boost all our stats by 1. And we're actually at 6 with Renfield.
Didn't you know you should never play this Guardian?
That's so bad, right? So we're at 4 intellect versus 4 with Ooze and Filth, which is not great odds. I could chuck Enrapture to it. We do have lots of -0s with 2 cultists in there. Or I could just try to drop. I might actually, even though I just talked about not wasting time, I might want to draw here.
What are you looking for?
That is a good question, Sean. More intellect icons. My only other intellect boost is actually Alyssa.
Sure.
What would I be drawing for, really?
Oh, hi, Scott.
Did Scott jump into our chat now?
He's in the Twitch chat.
Nice. Hi, Scott. I'm trying to remember what I have that actually would be helpful. Yeah, maybe I just do go one up, actually. Oh, I do have flashlights. I forgot about that.
Sure. You're also talking about drawing last action, and you have an enemy for a weakness. I just want to point that out.
It would only be second action because I
oh, it's only second action.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I miscounted. Sorry.
Yeah,
go one up.
Okay, let's go one up.
Is there any penalty for failure anywhere?
There's no Elder. Wait, there's one Elder thing, right, in the Carcosa bag to start?
Nope. Nope. They come in the pairs.
Okay.
Unless you do one of the weird resolutions.
If I fail, I do choose an enemy to put it, but I am 1 up, so that wouldn't trigger, and there's no like reveal another token or the tokens chain. Yeah, so I think I'm okay. Let's do it. Nope. Let's try again then. There's nothing better when you're making a mistake is to keep repeating that mistake over and over.
Well, that's the definition of insanity, right?
It's always the
we
best
are
course
in the
of action.
at the asylum.
Oh, I forgot I was pitching Enraptured to that too, though. So that didn't. So I'm actually even now. So I'm not gonna do that.
Wait, hold up. If you pitched Enraptured, you're at a 5.
No, because Ooze and Filth is putting this at 4.
Oh, I forgot Ooze and Filth. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not trying that again. Now I don't want to draw last action. But I feel like I kind of have to. Am I feeling lucky? I think I'm feeling lucky.
All right.
Draw last action. Woo! Shambling.
Hey!
Okay. Not what I needed, but it's not serpents. Okay, advance the round. Okay, another Renfield. 3 Doom out of 7. This goes away.
At least Renfield's an intellect icon.
Yep. There's Corrosion. Oh!
Well.
That's gonna take that away, isn't it? I don't have any other items. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I suppose you can't. Yeah. Ooh. That's rough.
Guess I should have held on to that ward, eh? I was talking about how I wasn't going item heavy, and I totally blanked on the fact that my Elder Sign is an item, which is like one of the key cards of the deck. Ooh.
I also always forget that Corrosion steals it from your hand, too. God. That card.
Yeah. And I've hit Corrosion so much in this campaign already, so Corrosion loves me. Oh, good. Okay.
Old acid skin Mateo. Everything dissolves. Clothes, items.
Nothing I can do about it. There goes the Elder Sign. That's going to drop me quite a bit across the board. I do have another one in the deck, but so now I'm straight 3-3 again. Get my resource. I can go 1-up with Renfield. People might be wondering why I'm not using Drawn to the Flame. It's because I want to save it for a multi-clue location and something that's higher shroud than that. But if I continue to waste time here, I might think about it.
I think you should start thinking about it. But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead with this test. Let's see what happens.
Let's go 4-3. Oh my God, really? Yeah, this is that time where I start having that hard conversation about Drop to the Flame here. Because I'm wasting some time here. Oh, gosh.
So are you third action right now, or is this only 2?
This is, I only use 1 action so far.
Okay, so this is 2. Yeah, and you've got Miss. If you draw an enemy, you've got a way to get out from under it.
I really wanted to save it for Basement Hall because I know that's a 4 Shrouder, if I'm remembering correctly. But
accurate. You got to get to basement first, though. And if you think about it, you've got your intellect icons coming up because you've been, a little bereft of them so far. So,
And I still have to get all the way over to Mess Hall to get the 3rd clue, which is not fun. So yeah, maybe I just do the Drawn to the Flame, see what we get.
I think we count on the encounter deck to be nicer to you than the Chaos Bag. The lesser of 2 evils, perhaps.
Oh, there's the jacket.
See?
Joke's on you.
I love the idea that Mateo wanders into the infirmary looking around, and that's where he gets the straitjacket slapped on him.
Yeah. His Elder Sign corrodes to nothing, and then the straitjacket just pops onto him. Okay, so let's move over here, make our progress towards Mess Hall. Next turn. Spirit Athame. Okay, we're at 4 out of 7 clues. It would be nice to get a way to get this Doom off of him soon, but we'll see. Okay. Nearest asylum halls is exactly where I am. Okay. I forgot. Do both of these connect to the basement hall? No, only this one does. That's right. This is actually
Yep.
right there. So I'm gonna have to dodge him a couple times, which is annoying. But at least miss gives you that extra move. So let's get our resource from Mateo. We're evading at 5v3. We don't have any pips, so nothing to talk about there. See what happens. Okay. Jesus. Really loves the -2 today.
Yeah, man. They're just
That's like 3 in a row.
popping out today.
Okay, so miss is if you succeed, you evade, and you move. So we can move over there. Let's move again. Mess hall. This would have been a good drawn to the flame location, but it's also
It's actually probably the best one.
yeah. Because once you investigate it, you have to discard a card from your hand. I'm at 3v2 right now. Thankfully, it only triggers if you successfully investigate and not if you just try to investigate. So I think I can just go 1 up on this. 3-2. Yeah, that's a -1. Got it.
Woo!
Choose and discard a card. We're going to go ahead and discard Athame. Because I got a straight jacket on that I'm probably not going to deal with for a while. If at all. So that's it for that turn. The time is just flying by here.
It sure is.
There's the ward that could have saved me a precious elder sign. Okay. Just catching up on the chat here. Who puts a straight jacket on a priest? My penguins are lol says. Isn't that a one-way ticket downstairs? I think so. I have a feeling they're not too.
Depends on the priest, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't think they're too precious about priests in Arkham. Is Ian from the Great White North? No, I'm from the Great Sandy West of California. Is that what you would call it? Okay.
California have just like super varied topography.
It is.
You're from the sandy part of it, though, right?
Yeah. I'm currently living in the sandy beach area. Well, we also have deserts too, so I should specify beach sand versus.
Right.
Okay, let's see what we get. He's a maniac.
Oh, gross.
Okay, take 1 damage, deal 1 damage. I can go ahead and put that damage on Renfield. So many enemies really using up my miss here. Okay, well, I honestly wasn't going for the victory point here anyway, because I don't have time for that. So... Now... Yeah, He's only 1, so you just try to evade him naked, but then miss also gives you the free move.
Were you going to try to clear this location?
No.
Okay.
I was not planning on it. I would like extra VP, because my VP has been very scant in this campaign so far, but I am also... given how this is going so far, I need to haul ass a little bit. So if I... Let's see, if I miss, that's 1 action move. I could move again. 2nd action, and then miss again to get all the way to the basement hall. Whereas if I just evade him and then move... Yeah, that's going to use up 2 of my miss charges, but I think...
Can I propose a 3rd option?
Sure.
Or 2nd option? I don't know. Whatever the number is. Mists.
Mm-hmm.
Shriveling.
Mm.
Something in between. Profit, I suppose. And then next turn, you're ready to hop in there and get rid of her. Because I think getting rid of her is worth the extra actions now, because she's going to tax you on the way out of the basement, too.
Yes. Yeah. the question is whether I'm optimistic about whether I can find my astral travel or not, which
Hmm,
is
that's true.
not drawing through too much of my deck so far. So I guess it depends on what I want to gamble on. The nice thing is, if I do attack her, I could technically, if I wanted to get rid of Renfield, I could use that horror to get rid of him. If I want to buy myself an extra turn. So that's something to consider.
Hmm.
Well, look, I think no matter what, I'm leaning towards misting this guy to start. So that's one charge, which takes me. I'm at 5-1. Okay. No special tokens. Exhaust him. Move here.
Very nice.
Oh, and I guess I can trigger this act anytime. But it has some tests on the back, which I'm not very well equipped for at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta steal, convince, or brute force your way through it.
Yeah, and none of them are my strong stat of will. So
Hashtag mystic things.
yeah, so I don't think with my elder sign I might have had a chance, but I don't think so. I think I'm gonna take your option with the idea that I'm not ready to pass these tests anyway.
Yeah, that seems valid.
So let's
So, no, wait, hang on. Before you overspend on that, well,
Mm-hmm.
okay, just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Is your last unclaimed action going to be a draw? Is it worth it to you to get rid of the Onyx or the clasp, rather?
It might be, especially if I might be getting rid of Renfield. Then the resources become more important.
Hmm. At the very least, it saves you one now.
Yeah, so maybe I should do that. So 1, 2, I spent 3, so we would actually be spending 1, and then 1, 2, 3. So I guess it doesn't save anything now, but it saves me something later. Okay. So we have our stuff out. We're ready for next turn, and let's do it. We're at 6 of 7 Doom. So if I want to get rid of Renfield, now is the turn. Let's see what we get. Dance of the Yellow King.
Of course. Well, at least you can pick the one you were about to go after anyway.
If there are no lunatic enemies in play, there are. Test 5-3. I might as well get my last resource with Renfield. If you fail, and I also have a quiche to get some more resources. If you fail the nearest lunatic enemy readies moves, yeah, that's pretty much not too bad. Ooh, that's an elder sign. Ooh. What do I want to do here? I think.
Ian, look at the art on that treachery real quick for me.
Yeah.
Did anyone else, when you see that, like, does your brain process it as a dude in yellow hood with just like some weird alien appendages leaking out that are kind of tentacly? Like, it took me, like in he's like just doing a rawr type position. Took me forever to figure out that those were marionettes.
Yeah. Is it two marionettes or a marionette with two heads? Or am I just
I think it's two.
Okay.
So anyway, that's your unsolicited confession for the day.
Okay. So I passed that. Now I have to do some elder sign decisions. So actions are good. An extra action is good. Drawing card, it would be good too because I'm getting low on options here. Oh boy, as much as I want an extra action, I really need some more cards. I feel like.
You need to dig.
Yeah, so let's gain a
I agree.
resource and a card. Ew! Of course. Oh boy. Oh
This is
boy.
why I don't play solo. When this happens to one deck, the other one's generally pretty okay.
So tune in next time as I build a Jenny deck for Phantom of Truth.
Yeah, I was actually kind of hoping you'd fail that one. Goddamn Elder Sign.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I kind of have to get rid of it. Although I now don't have a way to get rid of Renfield, so we're just gonna advance.
Um,
Unless I just take the direct damage on the chin this turn and get rid of it next
yeah.
turn.
I mean, I think you got to move. I know
Yeah.
it's a bit aggressive. Um,
Yeah. I
I
think you're.
think I think honestly, you move in there with the Mad Patient too, and or I guess draw a card would be your other option. But even taking the health at this point, next turn you can auto evade her with the location ability if you don't want to just shrivel her.
Yeah.
And Renfield can soak one of the 2 damage you'd be about to take.
Uh.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
That's my aggro play for you. If you want to do something more prudent, I don't blame you.
So you're saying get rid of internal injury and move in there? That was
Right.
your. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would still get rid of Renfield because I could put the damage on him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's actually a good play. So let's get rid of the internal injury. And then we will move. She will come down. She's gonna punch Renfield in the face and kill him. As you do. And then that does lower my will, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? And then I take a direct damage. Then we move to the next turn. The good news
Wait,
is.
why do you take a direct damage? You got rid of internal injury.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of my other plan. I do have astral travel.
Nice. Okay, now we're in business. Now we're back in this.
Okay. So. Yeah, I think we still shrivel her. Just because it's an easier test than the evade test.
Don't forget your encounter card, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Getting ahead of myself here. Okay.
No, she's the nearest, ain't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, all that is going to be is possibly a damage then.
Yeah, I'm 4-3. Definitely not going to chuck my astral travel or my ward on this. So let's just take it. That's a pass.
Whew.
Yeah. Let's shrivel her. We are hitting 4-2. I do take a horror, which is gonna make my my cultist a little bad, but -1 is still not too bad. 4-2. Got it.
Nice.
Then,
And Chet, he actually cleared the internal injury before moving into that location, so was not engaged yet.
yes. Yeah, I cleared 2 actions and then moved with the last one. Yeah, the reason I did shriveling over miss is just the fight test was easier than the evade test. And I kind of might want to save my mischarges for later. So I think even though I don't have the test tools available, I think I just got to advance at this point.
Yeah, just got to make progress.
Yeah, I am getting towards the last agenda already, and I just need a book. Okay. So I spent my clues and must decide. I can test combat or agility or intellect, which are all above what I have. The good news is that I can try them all. but I'm not likely to pass any because I don't have.
Now, remind me the consequence if you have to take them by force.
It's some kind of campaign-related consequence, if I'm remembering correctly. I got my campaign guide
Are
here.
the
We can
police
check.
on you at that point?
It is.
I'll look. I won't. I won't hold up the stream here, but there's. I'm gonna go look.
Sure. Yeah, I know it's some kind of campaign consequence that is bad, but. Okay, sure. Let's just test agility. I could pitch my miss to make it 4-4, which is not great
My
odds.
Pigwins are lol says you get a physical trauma when escaping the yard if you took them by force.
Oh gosh.
Well, not much you can do about it though.
Now, do I pitch my miss to go 0 up?
Probably.
Yeah, I can't see myself needing 2 miss. I still don't have great odds, but that's about the best odds I'm gonna get on any of these. So let's go 4-4. Show me Elder Sign. No, that's a big fat no.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Says the chaos bag. Well, buckle up.
Do I even keep trying? Like, what if I fail on a skull and have to put more monsters? Or do I just jump to knocking her over?
Well, I think the penalty of having more monsters is that you might end up getting defeated by them and take a physical trauma. or you could just for sure take a physical trauma.
Sure. And I do have 2 shots at an Elder Sign because I haven't used my tentacle to Elder Sign ability yet. So, sure. Let's try book 3 against 4. Oh,
holy
look
shit.
at that! Ooh. So Mateo manages to convince her. And
Do you believe in magic?
luckily, my crystalline Elder Sign is not there because that +1 would have been not been there. So we avoid the odd situation of Mateo knocking over and bugging a nurse for some keys, which is not the strangest thing Mateo has done in the campaign yet. But
He happened to know everything about the saint brooch that she was wearing, and it touched her. All those years of catechism paid off.
Yep, they finally paid off. Okay, I advance.
Seminary will be proud.
Some reason I put 2 actions on him, I think, when I was doing the test, but he actually only has 1 because I did a shrivel. So my second action will be to move down here. Boop. 1 clue, that is going to put the rest of the patient, not the rest, but all of the patient confinements out. I'll shuffle them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, for those following along at home, I did take the clasp, so that means I'm going to get the asset version of Daniel, which was the call here that I'm glad I made, so I don't have to fight him, which Mateo is not super well set up to do. And also, he does take up the ally slot. Yeah, so he would have kicked out Renfield.
What a jerk!
Anyway, which is why I wasn't too worried about getting rid of Renfield. Okay, so I have a last action. This is what I was worried about, which is this bottleneck here of trying to investigate this freaking thing. Which I don't have any good clue tools right now. I think I have to draw last action, even though it's not.
Surely, after the luck
practice.
you've had, the serpent won't be on top of your deck.
Surely. Okay. Yeah, chat in the chat was saying, good news, if you go insane, the physical trauma doesn't matter. Well, I escaped the physical trauma for now, but still very good chances of going insane. Okay, let's draw last action. That's never gone poorly. Another Shirling, what do you know? Okay.
Whew.
Move on. Enraptured, okay, so it's an intellect icon, but we're going to advance. I must randomly choose a monster enemy and shuffle it into the encounter deck. Sure.
Chet, I've played a few times, but somehow still remain optimistic. I don't know how I do it.
And Constance is gonna pop out, which I totally forgot about, which sucks. She
It's all right.
pops.
She's gonna come down to you while you take care of business, and then you're gonna zip over where she was, and it's not gonna be an issue.
Yeah. If everything goes according to plan, and I don't take like 5 turns to find Daniel. Okay, card. Cannot commit skill cards to skill tests. Well,
That's pretty okay right now, right?
not like I have a ton of cards to commit anyway. I really need a flashlight right now, is what would be helpful. I could go. Well, I can't even commit my Enraptured right now because I can't commit cards.
Oh yeah, okay. I take that back. It took away the one intellect icon you finally got.
Oh boy, this is looking rough. I think I just have to draw. Honestly.
Yeah.
Draw 1. Boy. I'm leaning more towards digging than getting rid of this right now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. You're more likely to find something that's going to be a longer term help,
Yeah.
like another drawn,
That would be wonderful.
or you'll find your serpents.
Yep. That does not help. Let's draw last action again.
Last action.
There's a flashlight.
That'll
Okay.
do something.
Hunters are going to move, which is Constance. And we're going to move to next turn. And I'm going to have to discard some cards. Oh, there's my other Elder Sign. What do I get rid of? I don't need... I know I can get rid of at least one quiche.
I would agree.
Don't think I'm going to need a Song of the Dead.
I would agree.
Or do I get rid of the Shriveling? Because I'm going to need will icons more than a combat icon. I still have 3 charges on my Shriveling now.
I think that might be the better call, especially if you're bereft of your other willpower. Then actually Song of the Dead becomes better because that has an inborn willpower. So yeah, I would agree.
Yes, I'll get rid of Shriveling and 1 quiche. Okay. Do my periodic saving of the game. Okay, now we get to draw an encounter card. Oh boy!
Yikers.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh god!
I mean, you're playing true solo. How big is this encounter deck? You shuffled 2 enemies or 2 monsters in?
That's the first monster that got.
Oh my god!
The only monster, and it was the top. Magnificate is.
You are real life Rex in this campaign.
Yeah, Magnificate is asking why I have Song of the Dead and Mateo. It's basically going into Echoes of the Past. I only had 2 XP to spend, and I was worried about not having enough tools to whack-a-mole the cultist, which didn't end up being an issue really, but well, I'm gonna be honest here. Things are not looking good because of that one draw. Like, without this monster here, I'd be feeling okay. Because I just have to have a flashlight, I can get this clue off, I can try to find Daniel and then astral travel out of here. But now?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I can evade this thing. Don't have great odds to kill it with the cards I have.
God, the fact that this guy's a 4/4 with Retaliate. Oh, this thing's so taxing.
I can't believe I drew him the top card. Now we're getting some hashtags going in the chat. Believe in Mateo. Mateo believes in you. Oh boy. Okay. Well,
Things can't go any worse.
Sure.
If it's any consolation, like your luck couldn't really be any worse. Like truly. Like
Yeah. It can't.
if you
It
were
can't get
trying
much
to
worse than this.
if you were trying to construct a set of circumstances, I don't know that you could do better at this point in the game. You know, boss enemy closing in, terrible enemy that you can't really fight right on your face.
Yeah, that was probably the worst possible draw in the entire encounter deck, and it's also coupled with this thing that doesn't let me commit cards to the skill test. Wow, this encounter deck knows when it's on stream.
Yeah, it sure does. Okay.
I think.
Do you miss back to the hall? I mean that's just keeping the ball in play. It's not just purely defensive. But I agree. You're really hard pressed to hit him right now because if you miss, it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yeah, I mean, either there's basically a no chance really of killing this guy. I'm gonna have to keep evading him. The problem is he also popped up in the worst possible location that I have to keep popping through. So I need to pick like right the first location. Oh boy, this is rough. And I still need to get this clue off.
Oh, hey, look, Magnificent postulates something here that I tend to agree with. Since things are so dire, I think you drag him to the hall and take the one attack of opportunity and then miss away. At least then you drop him somewhere where he's not going to be an issue again.
Yeah. Magnificent, you are amazing. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I feel like that's one area of my game that I need to improve, that I am always forgetting, is like using those. I mean, I do it quite often, but just thinking
using
about
a tactical attack of opportunity.
Exactly. Like I use it a lot with Narrow Escape because I mean it's on a card and it's kind of built in. It makes you think about like doing that.
Yeah.
But I want to think about more using that in the regular course of play, just like thinking of it, because that's actually perfect, because then you get them off the hub location. Yeah, I think
the
that's
only downside is your cultists become -3s, which sucks, but it's better than the entire scenario derailing.
Out of all the possible options, I think that is the best. So let's move him
Least
back.
evil, please.
Yeah. Let's move him here. We're going to take a damage. We're going to take 2 horror. And then we're going to try to mist him. At 4-2. We're also going to take another horror, probably. But what can you do?
Okay. A whole lot.
Phew! So I do evade by 2 or less, so we're going to take an additional horror. So those cultists are really going to be rough
2 or less!
Yeah. There's nothing good about that monster.
I hate that enemy so much.
There's nothing good about who he is and what he does.
That enemy is the card equivalent of like trying to pull a burr out of your dog's fur. There's no good way to grip it. It's gonna poke you.
Yeah.
Really hard, probably. Because your dog struggles and pulls away, and then it just digs it in farther.
It's been a while since I had a dog, but I know what you're talking about. Basically, I need to get a flashlight out, and I need to get the crystalline elder sign out. So it's kind of which one do you get out first. I think you get the elder sign out first, just to give me a boost on like if a treachery comes out that I have to test.
I would agree.
Then I get a flashlight out, and then I investigate and hopefully get out of dodge.
And then I'll be happy.
Okay, so let's play this thing down. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna seal that precious +1 again, but we are gonna go up in our stats. Oops, I do not go down, I go up. So
yeah, but see, now you draw a +1 on every test in addition to whatever else you draw.
Sure.
That's the trade.
So she moves. Thankfully, the Spawn of Holly doesn't have horror. Like, if they added that on top of it, then I don't know what to say anymore. Oh, there's a Drawn to the Flame. That's an option. Okay.
With a ward in your hand?
So
I
now
say you use it.
we have an encounter card. Let's see what we get. Oh, really? Okay, it's at Asylum Halls. No big deal. That's here.
Yep.
We're gonna astral travel out of here anyway. Hopefully. 2 out of 8 tomb already. Really? But I think this is really gonna come down to how good my guessing luck is as far as patient confinement.
Yep.
So let's throw down a. Would you go flashlight on this, or do you drawn to the flame?
I wouldn't mess around with this one personally. I would just go drawn to the flame because all the other locations that you're about to work with here are all one clue too. So
Yeah, and I believe
is one of them a 5 shroud though?
I think one is Five Shroud. Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe
that
save
one is
it.
Five
Maybe save it for that.
Let's see. What would I be at? I would be at 4 to 2 with flashlight. That's decent.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have a crap load of bad cultists now. That is a tough decision. But if I do get stuck, let's see, with a 5 shroud, then I'm looking at a 4 to 1. I mean, a 4 to 3. Which, let's be honest, that's going to be the first location I go to, right? Oh, I forgot I have straitjacket. I can't even play a flashlight, can I?
Oh yeah, well there you go.
Yeah, so I guess let's just
So you draw and then see what happens and maybe get rid of your straitjacket.
Okay. Drawn to the flame. Okay.
Nice, stack them up. God, how many
It's a party.
friggin' enemies floated to the top here? Ridiculous.
I do get the clue. And let's go ahead and move. Let's see. We have to spin a clue. Now, I tend to just like go to the first location on the left. I don't know if you have a particular, or are you a fan of that, or do you like run your hands over them and try to feel a good energy off of one?
Well, next time I'm gonna try that, but no. I just always go shoulder first into whatever room I pick.
Sure. I wonder if I should try to get cute and go to the furthest on the right to game the encounter deck, but no, then I'll question myself forever. So let's go to the first one. Come on, Daniel. Show me Daniel. Nope.
No, but at least we can knock off one of the actions to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right, because I do have to do that too. Because there's 2 here, so I'm gonna have to get at least 2. Yeah, this is still looking rough. Okay. Let's advance. Oh, Constance is gonna move. She's getting closer. 2 astral travels. Okay. Okay. So that's just nothing, right? It doesn't surge. If there's no copy, yep, that doesn't surge. Well, how bad would that felt if I got rid of my straitjacket and drew into that?
No doubt.
Let's see here. So I gotta do this ability. I gotta get the clue off. Constance is coming.
You better watch out.
Oh boy. She hits for 2, huh? Okay.
She sees you when you're cluing.
Yeah, I think I just have to do what I gotta do. Boy.
She knows just what cell you are in, so be good for goodness sake.
The ability is not too bad. The shroud kind of sucks. Can't get my flashlight out unless I get rid of a straitjacket. Can't commit icons unless I get rid of this, which are both double actions. Sean, why is this scenario hard and solo? Can you tell me that?
It's brutal in solo. And you have had a rough run of the encounter deck.
It has been very rough. Oh boy.
So, I mean,
if I let's say I do try to get rid of one of these, do I prioritize getting rid of straitjacket so I can get a flashlight out, or get rid of this one, which would free me up to commit anything?
I think time's too tight. I don't think you can worry about flashlight right now.
Yeah, I think so too. So I think getting rid of this one, doing one of these, she moves, do the other, move, missed. If everything goes right next turn. Okay, let's double action to get rid of this one. And then let's just do the clue first. Because that's very important. We can commit now and get up to 5 to 3. Do you have any other intellect items? I can get rid of the flashlight too if I'm not planning on playing it. That still doesn't capture the cultist tokens though, because they're -4. So there's one -3 in the bag, if I'm remembering right.
And this extra, and I feel like this extra missed charge will be super helpful against Constance.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe you go for broke and throw the flashlight in. Do you?
I think it only captures one extra token, which is the -3, but
If you throw a flashlight in as well?
yeah, that would take me up to 4, 5,
3.
6 to 3. Yeah, because I'm at -4 cultists right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then.
But, I mean, there's a chance I draw the -3, though. But I also could use this on another investigate.
No, I don't think you bother with the -3.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning as well. Let's just go up by 2.
That's really tough to convince me to chuck a card for 1 token unless it's like the last token, you know?
Let's see what we get. Oh, but that's nothing because it's sealed.
Oh. Well, maybe you shouldn't play that card.
I got happy for a second. Well, luckily we passed anyway. And we get a charge. Okay. No one panic. This one moves here. I'm like the one panicking more than anyone. Oh, there's a Codex of Ages. I can get an auto pass of something.
That's not bad. You still got that straitjacket though.
Yep. That does take up a hand icon. So probably gonna be committing that for pips. 4 out of 8 doom. Oh man. Corrosion. What am I at? A 3 shroud? Do I have any other items? Oh, I do.
Yeah, you do.
So I can get rid of these two and
keep your elder sign for fuck's sake.
Yeah. That's a pro play there, ladies and gentlemen. Some might say the obvious play. Okay. Well, now we have to pass this test,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got to move and evade.
Yep.
Okay. 4v2. Don't think I want to commit my ward on this. If I fail, I'm not gonna have a lot of options. She's gonna come in here and pummel me for 2, but whatevs.
Yeah, you'll still have to move in and evade, I think, even if you fail this.
Yep.
That's the only way to keep her where you want her.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey, well,
I can trigger my ability, which, to be honest,
believe in magic.
I don't know if it's gonna come up again. So let's trigger that bad boy.
Yes, yeah, do.
That's how you Mateo. So I passed this. I'm gonna put a resource token here to mark that I did that one. And I think I take the action at this point, which I'm gonna use to move here. She's gonna invade me. I'm gonna mist. Keep wanting to say Misty Step. That's a D&D spell. 5 to 1.
Isn't this essentially what that's a reference to?
Is it? It probably is. That passes. So we will evade her, and we will move to the next one.
Come on,
which
Daniel.
Is nope.
How many actions left?
One action left.
Okay.
So I have a combat 2 test. It's really gonna be the last location. Oh, I really don't know if I'm gonna have enough actions to do everything.
Oh
boy.
man, and you're handling everything so well, but the counter at every turn is giving you the worst option. And you need this clue, don't you?
I need the clue. Yeah, there's no way around it.
Well.
Yeah, because I spent the clue. I should spend that. Well, I'm at 4 to 5 with only a wild pip.
Well.
Yeah.
Do you dig?
Maybe I just try to pass the combat test and hope that my draw during the upkeep is an icon I can use, or I could dig. Okay. Yeah, that straitjacket is hurting me more than I thought, with preventing me from... Like, if I would have been able to keep my codex, then I could have gotten an auto pass on this, or something like that, or a flashlight. I could go 1-up on the combat test. It's not great odds. Or I could just draw.
I'm really scared of that enemy to hop out right now.
There's only 10 cards left in my deck right now. Yeah, maybe I just go 1-up on the combat test.
Well, I mean, the 1 in 10 would lead me to believe that your odds aren't great of drawing your serpents, but I've also played Arkham before. And They're probably in the top 3.
You have Arkham. And Abandoned and Alone Arkhaming is its own hard.
Can you make your deck visible to just me so I can see? I mean, then I'll have to recuse myself from giving strategy choices, but I just want to know.
I don't think so.
All right, never mind. Don't hold the stream up.
I could pitch Ward of Protection. To go 2-up on the combat test. Is there a treachery that I'm really scared of in this deck?
I almost feel like you need to save the ward for whatever investigate test you're going to cobble together to try to get that damn clue.
I think you're right. Yeah, someone in chat asking astral travel makes you discard an ally. It's an item or ally asset if you get the bad symbols. I think I go 1-up on the combat test. I don't think either of my options are great. How many -1s are there? I have the Elder Sign and 2 -1s. I need to commit this back to memory. The skulls are -1s as well. There's 3 of those.
That's good.
Now let's just do it. Yellow. Hey! Okay, so we got 2 of the 4 complete. Next turn, another ward. 5 out of 8.
Wait, hang on. Oh no, wait, Constance just ready. Never mind.
Yeah, she just ready.
I was like, hang on, did we not account for that?
Oh god, a 5 combat roaches that Peach can find me. Are you kidding me?
I mean,
oh boy. Have you ever had that moment in Arkham where you see the light at the end of the tunnel just closing, and you know that's pretty much it for you? That's right.
Silly
now.
Investigator. Light's not for you.
Well.
Now suffer.
Well. Yeah, that happened. I have to evade this thing.
Do you
Well,
do it
I don't.
normally with one of your astral travels, maybe? That 2 up?
A normal evade. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or is the
Well,
normal evade better to save for Constance?
the only thing I was thinking is if I have two astrals, then I potentially, like, say Constance ends up here, I could, and I run out of miss charges, then but astral doesn't disengage from you. I forgot. It's
Oh,
not like
super
elusive.
no. They hop
Yeah.
straight through the door after you.
Nope. Well, I am
Astral's
just.
more of a proactive type move,
Yes.
where it's,
Yeah.
I'm coming at the enemies.
I am just completely boned here.
It's pretty rough right now. God, because just trying to cobble anything together to get that one clue is going to be the rough part. Okay. Hang on. Let me explore something really weird with you. See,
Okay.
how much damage do you have?
I just have one on me so far.
Oh, shoot, the only revealed location with the clue is the damn mess hall. I was gonna say, how weird would it be to astral travel? No, but then you'd have to go through all that crap again. Never mind. Abandon this
Yeah.
line of thought. And all hope while you're at it.
Yeah, I'm there. I could evade with miss, not take the move.
Yeah,
Well,
I think you're throwing away the move though. I think
or I could investigate and take the opportunity attack, and then use the miss to move, and then normal evade Constance. Because she's only one evade.
normal evade the roaches. Try to investigate. Oh no, but then that leaves you short in the move.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I think maybe you take the attack of opportunity.
The thing is, my chances are still not great.
I was about to say.
Even with committing both wards, I am at 6 to 5 1 up, and that's about the best I can do.
And your odds on hitting that roach, you'd be what, even on that test? 1 up at best? No, 2 up if you checked a ward.
Is there a resign option somewhere?
I need an adult.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play this out, but I think I'm gonna be building that new deck for next scenario.
Yeah, it might be a little academic at this point.
It is what. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of great options.
Okay,
here.
so then, if we assume that a miracle's gonna happen, what do? Take the attack of opportunity, mists evade.
I think that's my best option. Yeah.
And let's go for it, baby. Mateo, resolute in his fate, steps forward to accept it.
I could, yeah, even if I try shriveling the thing, like, that still leaves me an action short of doing what I need to do. Just not enough actions. Yeah, so we're going to take the opportunity attack. We are going to commit everything we have, which is 2 wild icons, to get up to 6 to 5. This is pretty much for the game here. I'm not nervous or anything. Yeah, my penguins are lol says tune in next week for Jenny Goes to Paris. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a pass. That is a pass.
Okay, all hope is not lost, just most of it.
Yeah, most of it. Still doesn't get me out of the woods, but okay. So I need to evade with miss, which puts me at 5 V3. I could go up to
dead for.
Yeah, I could go up to 6 and 7 V3 if I want to pitch an astral travel.
I think you hold on to the astral travel. Well, no, you're at 3 up on Constance. Okay, never mind. I take it back.
Yeah, because I think I wanted to keep the second astral travel to have more shenanigans available, but I don't even know if I'm gonna have a chance to use it at this point. So yeah, let's go 4 up because that captures the 2 cultists. That takes us to 9. Wait, no, wrong math. 7 to 3. Oh, well, didn't need it, but I'll surely take it. I'll take the extra action.
My God! It's happening!
don't jinx it. Okay, let's evade at 4 to 1. Oh!
Oh, damn it!
No!
Arkham giveth, and thusly Arkham taketh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well we just gotta evade again.
Oh my God, what a roller coaster.
One thing they can't say about any of the plays so far is that they've been dull, because they surely have not been. Okay, here we go. That's a -1. That is a pass. So we're gonna have to evade her again next turn. But
The ball is still in play, guys.
next turn, and I'm wardless now. Oh no! No!
Surely, when we thought we've spread ourselves to the farthest reaches of our hope, okay. That.
Stokes says, "Well, that escalated quickly. That surely did."
I mean,
yeah.
I think we're out of tricks.
I think we're spent. That's did everything I could here, and we haven't even drawn an encounter card yet.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, I jinxed
it. Well, we're gonna have to start off evading constants for sure. 4 to 1. Okay.
Wait, hang on. What happened to the users in filth? Oh, it kept just went away.
Oh, I just put it.
Oh no, it's just in play. Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Evade again and move.
Yeah, I think it's your only play.
4 to 2. Wow. Okay.
All right. Again, the ball is still in play.
It's sealed because of the stupid
serpents.
Ugh. Okay.
Right.
Now here's the thing. I pretty
Where's
much
the lithium?
I need to pick correctly because if I don't, I'm gonna lose. Basically, there's no way around it. So this is exactly why I spent my 2 XP on Time Warp. For this exact situation, because the nice thing is if I picked wrongly here, I could Time Warp and pick the other one and I would be right. And
it is a great trick.
Unfortunately, it's in here, but I'm in the bottom 8 cards of my deck and it's in there somewhere. So I just have to pick right. Oh god, I don't know which one to pick here. Do I just keep to my strategy and pick the next one in line?
I'm not having any part of this decision. I can't be held responsible.
What do you think, chat? Which one do I go for? Yeah, just one tiny problem. There's no time warp, as Magnificent says. Yeah, my time warping problems are out. I think I just have to keep going. Keep the faith and go with the next one in line when you just know it's going to be the last one. I swear every time I play this in Octagon it is always the last one on the right. Every single time.
Well, then that's what you go with.
But then I'm always going to wonder if I...
Well, you won't have to wonder. We're about to friggin' find out pretty quickly.
This is how the game messes with your mind. Okay, I'm just going to keep my same thing. I can't look. No! Well, that's about all she wrote. I should have picked the last one on the end. It is always the last one on the end. Okay.
Oh man, this is like that heartbreaking moment in the movie about mental illness where like someone's running into a room expecting something, and then you find out like, oh, they've been dead all along.
He basically ran into the cell where he's going to be confined for the rest of his life. It is definitely a familiar cell.
Yes, yes. Okay, you know what? For a thematic win.
Oh, and there's Time Warp. Time Warp was the next card.
Yikes.
Oh, this was. I thought my Last King run was the most Arkham of games, but this is the most Arkham-y game I've had. Oh, such a roller coaster. Okay. Yeah.
So I think the only thing you can do now is hit this willpower test location, so that way you remember the way out later.
Mm-hmm. And I think as Mike Penguins Are Lols is mentioning that I was toast anyways with as much stuff as I needed to complete. Like, I needed to move in here, get Daniel. Like, let's just play this out. If I had chosen correctly, I would have moved last action of my last turn. I would have gotten Daniel. 1 action to astral travel. 1 to do this. Yeah, I would have not even had enough actions anyway, so... This scenario just taxed me. But we are not going to give up. We're going to play out our last turn as we should. Let's see. I'm just playing out if they're going to knock me out. If I need to pick trauma. No, they're not going to knock me out. So we still need to draw an encounter card, actually. Sure, whatever. Yeah, I think we just Mateo gets comfy in his cell. Let's just do this test for fun. 5-2. That passes. Let's get the clue for fun. 4-2. That's a pass. Oh, now I get everything.
Hang on. Nope. We're boned. Never mind.
Yeah, we're boned.
No glimmer of hope anymore.
Yeah. And I don't know, draw a card. Okay. So they're going to move in. I'm going to get pinged for 3 damage total. And 1 horror, which is not enough to knock me out either way. But we're going to go ahead and flip this. And Mateo is defeated, and he is confined to this cell for the rest of his life. So...
Welcome to Arkham Asylum.
Yep.
If you're here, you'd be home.
So that was pretty much it for Mateo's run of Carcosa. I'm honestly not too surprised by this result. Just solo Unspeakable Oath with a mystic like Mateo, with not a lot of like quick moving pace type cards, is just super rough. It's probably one of the most rough ways you can play this scenario.
Oh, but man, we put fingertips on victory like 3 times.
Yeah. There were a few things that just slowed us up just enough to make it rough, especially like the spawn. And yeah, there was just, you really just need to hit like every investigate test you take early.
For how much moving you need to do, just every other action needs to hit.
Yeah.
That's really what it gets down to, is just you have to burn too many other actions moving.
And you also just need to guess correctly on these, and yeah, it's just a rough go. So I will be continuing the Carcosa campaign.
So how many XP will Jenny be getting?
We got 1, 2. 1 and 2, is that it? And that's probably all I got. Yeah, 2 XP. Yeah, 2 XP. I will probably put up a poll somewhere for you guys to help me decide who I pick to continue the campaign. Hopefully it will be someone who is able to get going with
I like Magnificat's idea. Solo Carolyn.
But then Mateo can talk about it all the time. That is actually an amazing idea. I don't know how well it will work. I have 0 experience with Solo Carolyn, and I have a feeling it'll go about as well as Solo Mateo did. But you are speaking to my soul, which is a good story here, Magnificent. And the idea of Carolyn like hearing this ex-priest who's insane talk about this stuff and try to pick up the torch.
And then picking up the threads.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I think I might go with that idea. That is pretty amazing. Well, anyway,
That's a good season 2.
yeah, that'll be a good season 2 of Abandoned and Alone. Even though I lost, this was a really fun game to play out. So thanks for joining me, Sean.
Thank you for having me. I'm going to go have a cigarette now.
Yeah, me too. I need to de-stress here. Thanks everyone who joined me in the chat today, and I'll see you next time on Abandoned and Alone.